I have been tutoring for 9+ years and I interact with students every day. And I've seen thousands upon thousands of questions. And so when I discuss how to answer questions quickly and effectively, and sometimes instantly, this is not because I romanticize some sort of procedure for what should arbitrarily be ideal. It's a matter of reflecting upon and communicating what I've naturally evolved to do. Okay, so when you get a long question, okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to glance at the answer choices so you know what kind of question it is. Is it what's the diagnosis? Is it an organism? Is it a test that you need to order? You're going to glance at the answer choices. Then you're going to look at the last couple lines. And maybe about a quarter plus of the questions you get on USMLE, you'll be able to answer pretty much instantly by looking at the last one or two lines. I've talked about this before. They could give you a long rambling paragraph, and then the last line, they say, oh, and by the way, there's non-caseating granulomas with bihilar lymphadenopathy, and you're like, okay, well, it's sarcoidosis, and you didn't have to read that big fucking paragraph, did you? Okay, so you're going to glance at the answer choices, you're going to look at the last couple lines. If they give you a bunch of lab values, you're going to glance at your potassium, sodium, is it an aldosterone type of question? They're going to give you urinary osmolality, is it a DI or SIDH type question? Do you need to look at BUN and creatinine ratio? Like, were the answers renal? Okay, like, do you see pre-renal azotemia, acute tubular necrosis as answer choices, which you would know to look at your BUN and creatinine ratio? So there's certain things you can do quickly. And then you ultimately go back to the paragraph and you glance around at keywords. Okay, you look at vitals, you look at random things that might jump out at you. And then it's only after maybe 7 seconds or so, 5 to 7 seconds of going backwards, that if you still haven't arrived at the answer, you can go back to the beginning of the question to answer it. The last thing you want to do when you answer a long question is to start reading from the beginning without looking at the rest of the question first. If I'm doing a question with a student over Skype, I send the student a question, it's a long stem, and the student starts reading from the beginning. A 32-year-old woman comes to this, I just say, stop fucking reading, okay? And you look at the last couple of lines, the answer choices, okay? You want to go backwards. This is very effective for helping you answer longer stems, okay? This is a strategy, as I said, that I do not romanticize as some sort of arbitrary procedure just for the sake of it. It's a matter of you need to have a strategy in place for helping you save time when you are going through your blocks on the actual exam. And especially if you're studying for step 2, the stems are a lot longer, and it's going to be an important skill that you have to be able to actually go backwards through some of the questions. Of course, it goes without saying that in your real deal, even if you're able to answer the question within 5 seconds, you're still going to go back through and just quickly read to make sure you didn't overlook something. But my point is, do not automatically default into answering long stems where you start blindly from the beginning, okay? You need to go backwards. That will help you answer questions more quickly. Okay, obviously I'm going to continue making more content. You know the deal. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.